how a dog named Winn Dixie changed the lives of the people in Naomi, Florida.
We start with Opal, who just moved to town with her father, the preacher. Opal is a fun-loving girl who just wants to make some new friends.
The preacher asked me to go to the grocery store to get some food. I didn't think anything of it, but that trip changed my life completely.
When she arrived at the grocery store, the store was in complete chaos.
There was produce all over the floor. The employees were running all up and down the aisles, and the manager was yelling like crazy. Come to find out, there was a dog loose in the store.
Opal ended up saying that it was her dog and took him home. She named him Winn Dixie because that's the name of the grocery store.
I wasn't sure if we were going to keep the dog, but Winn Dixie had a way of warming up the hearts of anyone who was around him. Opal told me that he was unfortunate and needed help. I think it was the other way around. He sure helped us a lot.
Opal and Winn Dixie began making their way around town, meeting people everywhere they went.
I remember when I met Opal and Winn Dixie. They came into the library and I about had a heart attack. I saw Winn Dixie's shadow in the window and I thought he was a banger. Opal had to assure me that Winn Dixie was a well-behaved dog, and soon enough we were the best of friends. I shared so many great stories of my ancestors with them that summer.
I met Opal and Winn Dixie when I went to the library to return some books. I didn't like the idea of a dog in the library and didn't say much to them, but they were kind to invite me to their party that summer.
When Dixie had a couple quirks that Opal and her father had to figure out.
That's for sure. Winn Dixie would get so upset when we left him home by himself that we had to start bringing him everywhere we went, even to church.
That was the best Sunday ever. We watched Winn Dixie run all up and down the aisles chasing a mouse. The preacher had to stop the sermon and have Opal calm him down.
He finally caught that mouse by the tail. The preacher prayed for the mouse and then let him go outside. That was so funny.
Another problem we had with Winn Dixie was that he was afraid of thunderstorms. He would run around not knowing what he was doing.
Opal and I had to make sure that we kept him safe so he didn't hurt himself or run away.
That's how we almost lost Winn Dixie the night of our party. I forgot to keep him safe when the storm came. But thankfully, he was just hiding under a chair inside the house. I was so scared that we had lost him though.
Well, Winn Dixie helped Opal make some other amazing friends that summer too.
That's right, I remember the first time I met Otis. I needed a collar and a leash for Winn Dixie since he had to go everywhere I went.
Opal marched right into the pet store, found what she wanted, and then tried to make a deal with me to work to pay for her items. I wasn't too sure at first. You know, kids don't really help out that much.
But I knew I needed that collar and leash, and I could tell that you needed a friend.
I remember looking in the window one day when Otis was playing the guitar. All the animals were out of their cages just listening to him play. It was like magic.
I like playing for the animals. It calms them down. Winn Dixie liked it too. He smiled real big whenever I played.
Was it Gertrude, your parent, sitting on Winn Dixie's head?
That's where she liked to sit.
Well, there's another really important person that Opal and Winn Dixie met that summer, Miss Gloria Dump.
One day I was out in my yard enjoying my peanut butter sandwich, and this dog comes running up to me. Good thing I can't see too well. I couldn't really tell how big he was. Anyway, he started sniffing around me. I think he smelled the peanut butter.
When I caught up to Winn Dixie, Gloria had already given him her sandwich. He tried to smile at me, but the peanut butter made his mouth stick shut.
That dog is mighty special. He brought all of us together. We learned all kinds of neat things about being a friend, even when it's people who we really don't want to get to know at first.
I didn't know Opal was friends with all of us until we got together for that party. Didn't you get that idea from reading Gone with the Wind to Miss Gloria, Opal?
I sure did, Miss Block. That was such help Gloria have some joy to her life again.
You and Winn Dixie brought joy back to all of our lives. I think you needed some joy too, though, Opal.
Yeah, I miss my mama a lot. I got the preacher to tell me 10 things about her, but that just made my heart more lonely.
Once you started making friends, your heart filled up with other things, though. I think hanging out with the Dewberry boys helped some.
I didn't want to invite the Stevie and Dunlap to my party, but Gloria made me promise that I would. And now I'm glad, too.
I wasn't sure you wanted us to come. Dunlap kept trying to get out of coming, but I wouldn't let him. I was curious about Gloria. He kept saying that she was really nice and all, but I still thought she was a witch. I was wrong.
I was wrong about you too, Stevie. You and Dunlap are fun to hang out with. I'm sorry I kept calling you guys bald-headed babies.
Ah, that's okay. We weren't nice to you either, but Gloria taught us to get to know each other. When Dixie showed us how that's done, I think he likes everyone.
Everything that happened that summer was because of Winn Dixie. So many adventures, so many friends.
And I wasn't lonely anymore. I met all kinds of wonderful people that made my heart swell with thankfulness.
Winn Dixie taught me to enjoy life again. I didn't have to hide in my turtle shell, as Opal called it. I could be happy again.
I still remember the 10 things you told me about my mama and the 10 things about Winn Dixie.
All those memories are important to remember.
And we all learned of this
Because of Winn Dixie.